Alright, Tim and the rest of the Vietti crew, thought I'd give you a little update on your hound dog Dutch here and show you how he's doing. Kind of give you the latest, greatest update so you can see his training. Also, I know it's nice just to be able to see your dog and know what's going on. So first off, I wanted to say Dutch has been awesome to be around the kennel. And in terms of being a companion, you can't get much better than Dutch. He's clean, he's happy, he gets along with everybody. He's a little bit of an instigator. Like, it's kind of funny. He likes to stir the pot with some of the other boys, but very, very typical stuff. It's rather amusing. But anyway, I wanted to show you where we're at with this training, why I'm happy with Dutch. A couple things I want to point out throughout this session. We're into real traditional force fetch. We're really kind of really in the heart of it, getting his mechanic working polished for the fetching mechanism and then the proper delivery. And you're going to see both of those today. Dutch does them very well. So I'm very happy with his mechanics. Secondly, what I want you to notice is his attitude. A lot of dogs, you'll see when they do this, are a little bit pouty. You'll see them sulk, you'll see their shoulders low, you'll see them, hanging their head, stuff like that. Dutch doesn't do any of those things. He's always got a great attitude and is always ready to go, ready to work, ready for me to sort of teach him the next step. So I really appreciate that about Dutch. He has a great work ethic in that regard. Hopefully we see that continue throughout the rest of this training line. He's chasing a bug over here. Hey, Dutch, here, sit. Good boy. You'll notice we're off leash. We're not using any e-collar at the moment. Going well. Here, heel, sit. Good. Now, the mechanism that I'm most interested for this point is the fetching, the actual act of reaching out to grab. In order to do this, we use pressure to teach him to do that. So what we did is we did a lot of work on hold, right? When you saw that video where he was holding and carrying the stick, now we use pressure to teach him to do the grabbing mechanism. And what I mean by that is I'm going to have that heel right here beside me on the ground, as along with every other drill that we've done, and I'm holding his collar with my left hand, and I'm going to take his ear and I'm going to lightly apply a little pressure to his ear, a simple pinch, and say, fetch, and he grabs on his own very nicely. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Sit. Good boy. We want him to hold on to it until we're ready for it. Give. Good boy. And we use the give command to take the stick away. Now, Dutch has done this very nicely, very happy with that. You also notice, see his tail still wagging. He's got a great attitude. He's not running over to hide. He's accepting this very, very well. And really, he's a very low pressure dog. I'm barely applying any pressure. He figured out real quick, oh, okay, I know what you want. And he's such a good natural retriever, it's no big deal for him. So, next step we're working on, sit, is we're going to polish that delivery. Sit, good boy. What I mean by that, fetch, good. Heel, good. And I'm not pinching right here. Sit, we want him to have a proper delivery when he comes to us. Here, heel, sit, good boy. I want to touch him. I want to be able to talk. I want to be underneath the stick. I want to even touch the stick. Give. And before I take it away from him. Dutch does all of those things very, very nicely. Very happy with it. What we're going to be doing next, the next couple of steps, is we're going to be teaching him to pick the stick up at greater distances. So we'll be doing it sort of, we'll go to the ground. So we'll get lower and lower and lower and have him picking it up off the ground. And then we'll be setting it out in front of him and having him pick it up as we walk it heel and pick it up off the ground. So you'll see him do all of those things probably in our next video over this next week. That's what we'll be really working on. Then once he's got all of that down, we'll add the e-collar to that. And then once we got the e-collar for our pressure, which I don't think he's going to take hardly any pressure of that at all. We'll switch the objects. We'll go quickly through using bumpers, the dock and deadfall, and then of course real birds. Once we've got that done, we can start doing some proper marks the last couple of weeks and sort of getting going on that. So anyway, Dutch is doing fine. He is on pace, I would say. He's doing okay. I'm happy with him. Like I said, he's a nice dog to have around, easy keep. He's a good boy. Good boy, Dutch. All done.